Hi guys, good morning. How is everyone? It's a very beautiful morning here in Kampala, and my neighbors cocks are saying hi to you. So it has been a while since I last came back to do a sit down video, and I feel empowered and energized to just come over here, talk to you guys. And I love a little bit of rambling because I love talking about my life, obviously. But if you are new here, make it the point that of course you subscribe to the channel, you like, you comment, you share out with friends and family. And of course today, as any other days, on our sit down videos, I'm going to be talking about 5 mistakes I've done in my early years, especially my early 20s, that I feel right now very secure to talk about with you guys, and I hope that you can relate to them. And also let me know in the comment section below if any of them and even more you have experienced in your early years, your early 20s. I think yes, your early 20s might make sense to someone in any other way, So let us just dive into the video right now. First of all, I want to talk about this one. I feel guilty about it, but I've done something to change it, always blaming other people, of course, for my mistakes and not giving accountability for my own deeds. So this is one thing that I've always done, especially when I was a little bit younger, in my late teens, 18, 19 and 20. I wouldn't give accountability, of course, towards what I've done, the different mistakes I've made, and I didn't know the power of that, doing that, giving accountability and standing in for your mistakes. And I always did blame it either my sisters and of course my friends at school and all that. And I've been always that shy person who always shies away from his mistakes, because I think by then I thought that I'm a perfectionist. Of course right now I'm trying to declare that down, because I think that my trying to be a perfectionist is just destroying my ambitions. So I didn't know how literally that thing, of course, of blaming my own deeds to other people literally did affect them. At the end of the day, I do create a very harmonious kind of friendship, between myself and my friends, because a lot of them even would not stand in for me. They always knew that, what, Tanya, I know you have done this, you're going to say that I stood with you when you literally did this. But right now I have literally changed a lot, like tremendously a lot. I'm trying very hard, especially right now, to stand in for my deeds. When I do something, I want to stand in for it, to know literally how has it affected different people around me. Has it created negative vibes? Has it created positive vibes? And at the end of the day, that has also helped me, of course, learn a lot from my mistakes. The second point, which is always trying to please other people. When you are a little bit much younger, I think it's a general thing, for at least most of the people, but you always try to do things to show others that maybe they are good, maybe they are worthy, maybe they are even more than you and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, you end up you yourself always closing yourself out of the curtain, because you are standing in for the pleasures and for the praise of other people. I always did stand in for different people, to make them happy, but I wouldn't look effectively how is it affecting me, how is it affecting my relationship with them, how is it at the end of the day not making me productive, because I would put all my energy on showing this person or these people that, oh my god, you are worthy, you're beautiful, I'll work for you, I'm going to be able to maybe change things for you, but I would not look into my happiness and how little it's affected me and affecting me, and at the end of the day, that literally did create into me a depression that I never saw coming. And as soon as I initially did realize that, a lot of things did go wow. I have started, of course, doing things for myself. And if I'm not going to be able to do something for you, I tell you as simple as early as I can, so that I don't hurt your feelings and you don't hurt my feelings. Coming to the third point is I have always been that person who wastes a lot of resources, and whenever I do waste these resources, I wouldn't count in my head how good and how long-term effects it would bring to me, especially when I bring in a resource of money. When I was a little bit much younger, I would waste a lot of money on clothing, on phones, buying a lot of luxurious things. But I would not recognize how bad that was treating me, especially in my culture of saving, in my culture of developing financially, and of course also socially, handling money and all that. And at the end of the day, I would end up not doing something for myself, but considering, in brackets, doing some things for other people. So I've been able to also change that right now in a very tremendous way, because right now I always look at resources not from the short-term way, but from a long-term way, if you understand that. For example, if I have money, I would not move out and buy a clothing of something like 100,000 Ugandan shillings, when I know that I have maybe to invest that 100,000 Ugandan shillings maybe in savings organization and all that. Currently there are a lot of different savings organizations, especially here in Uganda. Also, there is also Britam has come up with a savings plan. Maybe I'll talk about that next time. The way my saving culture, the way I see resources, it has changed a lot, which a little bit motivates me to know that I no longer invest and put money from a short-term case, but from a very long-term case. So you guys, I want to talk about the fourth point, which is comparison, comparing myself to other people. So you guys, that comparison, it is mostly, the robbery or the theft of joy, if that makes sense. So when I was a little bit much more younger, I used to do that, but I no longer do that. I used to compare myself, to other people. Yeah, in a world I currently, and of course freely talk about this, we live in a world where 99% of people, they always advertise themselves in any way. It might be through social media, it might be through, of course, day-to-day bragging, people bragging around. And I cannot say that I was not that kind of a person who never bragged. I would be lying, when you are a little bit much more younger and you are just starting to see a lot of things, and you have a little bit of coins and cash, you love showing people that you have, not so. So I was not different from them, and that led me to comparison and wanting to be better, day after day wanting to be better. And I ended up doing mistakes financially and doing mistakes emotionally to some people and all that. But what I'm doing about it is that one of these days I love comparing myself to myself, looking into what I've done today and literally what I did do tomorrow to give me a very nice, good way of how I want to improve things. And it has been helping sincerely. The last point, which is taking friendship, and relationships for granted. So you guys, I'm down for it. I always talk my truth, and this has been my truth. Physically, when I was a little bit much more younger, I never took friendships and of course relationships as something very important, because I had a belief that not a lot of people literally did appreciate me and what I was doing. But as soon as I literally did sweep that off, I was able to see positivity in my friendships and friends I literally have, and I've been able to create a lot of friends day after day. And it has also been helping me, of course, whenever you have friends, a lot of things can go wow, because they're always checking on you and of course wanting to know how you are. You guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was important and helpful in one way or another, because I just felt like there are a lot of mistakes I've done in life, but this is briefly how I can talk about them and maybe share them out with you guys. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. I'm eager to know. And remember to subscribe, to like, to comment, share out with friends and family. And let me meet you again in my next video. Tanya Nishailoc switching out for now.